Aquarius. Hi my loves, and welcome back to this channel. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, Venus, Jupiter placements. However, we are comprised of all 12 signs, and so you may have been drawn to this channel and to this specific video because there's another element or area within your chart that is asking for you to look a little bit more closely, right? To dig a little bit deeper into, to learn about, such as maybe your Mars placement or your Mercury. And so I hope you hear all that you need for whatever reason that you were brought here for. Understand there was no coincidence. And let's get into it. I do want to apologize. I'm not the type of person that can just like jump back into a situation, act like nothing's happened. I missed a whole week, but rightfully so, because I felt ill. I was sick and I was prescribed medication that just made me extremely nauseous, and my throat was affected. That's what made me sick. It was like closing up on me. So I couldn't even record these videos if I wanted to. That was my like deepest desire. Please believe me, to get these videos out, but I have to take care of my health first, okay? That is extremely important. So that's why I've been missing in action, but we are back to the regularly scheduled program. I am still doing the What the Actual Fuck spread, so that's what we are going to be getting into today. These readings have been crazy thus far for all signs, and I don't know if me fasting has helped with the messages that have been coming through, but I tell you what, they almost feel like personal readings. And yeah, a lot of people have a lot going on right now. But what's going on with you Aquarians? That's what I want to know. Overlying energy coming into the week of the 16th through the 22nd. You have the Queen of Swords. So you're in your element. Cruise that hounds you. You have the Seven of Wands. That is not though. Seven of Wands, 7th house. That's fire energy though. Your sister sign is Leo, or your like opposite sign. So are some of you guys dealing with a Leo, or you have Leo placements that you're needing to look into? Maybe your vertex is in Leo. That would be interesting. What's real about the situation? You have the 10 of coins. Holy moly. I also heard holy matrimony. So marriage is heavy on some of you guys' minds. It was also on Scorpio's mind. So maybe you need to watch that video. You could have different placements like a moon in Scorpio, Scorpio rising, Scorpio Venus. So I would definitely check out that video. But this is very interesting energy here. Somebody may have gotten blocked. I feel like Aquarius, you may have blocked a fire sign right when they were trying to come in with an offer of love or have a more solid, stable relationship with you. What's wrong about the situation? 3 of coins. Yeah, what's wrong about the situation? Somebody was playing a little bit too many games and he wasn't in the mood. Where you need more information, you have the Knight of Wands. Ooh, 2 cards. Whoa, 3 cards. Okay. Outcome. Best case scenario. You guys have the 2 of coins, the King of coins, and the Moon. Can be dealing with a Cancer. If my dad is watching this video, what's up? He's an Aquarius. Shout outs to you. And he's married to a Cancer. And she crazy. And we know that. But like, what would we do without her? Yes. All right, let's get into this. Queen of Swords with the 7 of Wands. Like I was saying, let's go with that story first. Aquarius, you could have blocked a fire sign because they weren't serious. They were bringing a lot more resistance than peace into your life, and that's something that you are all consumed with. I want to kind of say like on the verge of being obsessed with. That's all you care about to have, is to have a very peaceful, prosperous life. Okay? You don't want to bother anybody. You really just be minding your own business. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this person wants to bring strife because they need that contrast. It's kind of like how some people get in relationships and they constantly want to argue with their partner because they want that physical connection that comes with like the makeup sex. You know what I'm saying? That's what they enjoy because that's like where their head's at. They're more focused on like the love making than the building of the love in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? The more practical things that actually matter. So I feel like that's been a situation that you guys have been involved in, and what's wrong about the situation is it's not working for you, or it wasn't working for you, which is what led to you blocking this person again, because they were wanting to play games. Somebody was playing games. If it wasn't you, because this can be you as well, right? Let's all take responsibility for the part that we are playing in this situation, especially when we are involved with other people. Where you need more information, you have the Knight of Wands. Again, somebody was more focused on the physical aspect, right? The physical attraction, but very inconsistent. Now, because this person was in your external environment, what behaviors were you exhibiting before they came into your life or felt like they had the authority or the ability to connect with you on that level? Like, what were you engaged in behaviorally when this person came in? You have to look at that and see how that like mirrors the situation that you are in or that you are coming out of, right? Because now you understand what your value systems are, right? You understand what your boundaries are, where your boundaries lie, and what you just can no longer tolerate at this point. Some of you guys don't have enough of a tolerance level for the person that you've been dealing with. But if you do care about this person and you want to stay in the relationship with this person, then that's what you have to work on, right? But with this Knight of Wands, it's very inconsistent energy, very flighty, as fire energy naturally is. Yeah, when you start a forest fire, that shit can burn the whole forest down, and it can go and go and go until it just burns out. But the Knight is one of the lower court cards. The Page and the Knight are the two of the lowest court cards, and they are the most immature as far as energy is concerned. So it's like there's an immediate interest and an immediate disinterest. You know what I'm saying? There's a switch this person has, and you just never know. Every day is different. You don't know which person you are getting this day, and that does keep you on your toes to some extent. But at the same time, it's like, look, bruh, something's going to have to evolve. Something will have to change here, because I'm not finna keep going back and forth with your ass. I'm not finna keep taking your crap. I want to stop using profane language. I really want to work on that. Like, God know my heart though. But you just are done with taking crap, right? You're done with being pushed around is what I'm hearing. And so for some of you guys, I've never seen an Aquarius stand up for themselves. So maybe that's something that you guys have to look into, right? Having the courage to stand up for yourself. Because in doing so, the people in your external environment, they have no choice but to respect you. And those that don't respect you, you can more easily get rid of, throw them back out to sea. You know what I'm saying? Return to sender. You don't need that energy. That person really wasn't your friend. That person really wasn't meant for you as a partner. If you are only dating, right? If you're married, you can't just wake up one day and be like, all right, bitch, you need to move out. Like, come on. There's a process with that. But as far as like dating and or talking with somebody here, because the coins energy can be all about like conversations, and really trying to figure out where somebody is at, like, if you guys are really on the same page, if you really want the same things in life, if you're headed in the same direction, if that person is really your helpmate, soulmate, etc. The one is what I'm hearing. But hey, if they not, no harm, no foul, so long as no blood was drawn. You go on your merry way, I'll go on my merry way. This was a nice experience nonetheless. Though the energy, you just don't resonate, on that energy. You're not vibrating at the same level. Maybe at one point you were, but then you quickly see like that's where that person stayed. You know what I'm saying? Some people peak earlier than others. Some people peak in high school. There are some people that still have that type of mentality. Maybe this is you if this is not somebody that you are involved with, right? With this Knight of Wands energy. That's where you need more information. It's just very immature and playful. Yes, you should be lighthearted. Yes, you should be good time. You know, and Aquarians are the life of the party. Extremely social. I always have a really good time when I hang out with Aquariuses or people with heavy Aquarius placements. Like, you guys really know how to have a good time. You really know how to party. You guys love to dance. You don't mind dancing is what I won't necessarily force that or push that on you and say that you love to dance, but you don't mind to dance. You know what I'm saying? Why put on a good outfit and put on your dancing shoes if you're just gonna go to the club and stand up against the wall? Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? What was the point in even getting ready? Like, you guys don't like to waste your time in that way. You're not vain in that way where all you care about is being seen but not heard. Like, you gonna see, hear, and feel in Aquarius. You understand me? And I feel like, especially for some of you guys, that's what you're coming into as far as energy. Like, you will see, feel, and hear me these days. I'm not finna sit in the background. You can't hush me. You can't control me. You can't persuade me. I'm not easily persuaded. I know where I stand. I know who I am because I've had a solid upbringing, or if not, just in growing up and involving myself with other people, as we are the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. I have come to be a solid individual. My character is strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a person of integrity, and I'm not somebody that you can play with. You know what I'm saying? Though they may try, many may try, and you're gonna turn them all down, especially if you're single. Like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. You're really holding true and holding to the vision, and you are content with building by yourself if you need to, because the 10 does reduce down to 1 on a numerological level, right? 1 plus 0 is 1. So you are okay with building this legacy, this empire by yourself. You are more than capable of doing that. You are unique and innovative enough to do that should you need to do that. You don't necessarily have to rely on somebody. Though if you're trying to build that type of business, you know, you're trying to be like Steve Jobs and shit, you really do need to partner with people, because you have to do like research and development. You know what I'm saying? You have to have like focus groups, and it's very hard to do everything at one time. So if you're trying to do that type of thing, then you do need to outsource. Right? That's what's wrong with the situation. But as far as just dealing on a one-on-one with another person, that you don't need, if they're not going to come correct, you know what I'm saying, then you're better by yourself. Okay, you do more by yourself, you have more by yourself, you feel better by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Luck turns in your favor by yourself. Some of you guys can be coming into some money, right? This is like miracles that happen, like blessings just raining down upon you. This isn't something where you like have to necessarily work very hard, because with the 10 of coins, especially in this deck, it's something that's bequeathed, if not just handed to you. So this can be like a will. So maybe some of you guys were written in somebody's will, and it's surprising, and you get a pretty good chunk of money, and you're able to then turn that into something or do something with it. Don't piss that money away with the 2 of coins and the King of coins that comes here. I feel like you guys are old enough to know better, though, especially with this energy. If this is not another person coming in, definitely seek a financial advisor if you don't have one, or just talk to people and be able to learn where you can put your money so that it's not going to, you won't spend it so easily and so quickly. You know what I'm saying? Because with the 10 of coins, you're really looking for that longevity. You need the longevity with it, okay? So if you happen to come upon a great lump sum of money with a will, or with a, what do they call it, like a trust fund, or again, you're just finding money on the street. I mean, $100 is a lot of money. You can do a lot with $100, but just be smart with that if you come upon it. I feel like if that is the case for some of you Aquarians that are going through that situation, and maybe you have siblings, then that is the point of contention this week. A lot of people are arguing maybe even jealous of what you get out of that deal, out of that will. The fact that you got blessed with this money or this opportunity, other people are trying to take that from you, trying to diminish you or make you feel like you're unworthy of having it, right? Trying to make you, again, test your character and your generosity. Yeah, it's okay to be generous. If you come upon a great amount of money, don't be the type of person that wins the lottery, you know what I'm saying? And then go and text everybody and let everybody know that you won the lottery. Because then you're going to get a lot of those sob stories, and a lot of people are going to have their hand out and hoping that you help them. And then if you decide to say no, then they're going to try to like tarnish your name, you know what I'm saying, with this 3 of coins in this position here. So just be careful. They might be doing that naturally anyway if you get more than what they're getting. It can be also vice versa. But check in with like yourself and like your character. Like maybe that's why you didn't get blessed with the money. You know what I mean? Because you're just a trash individual that doesn't deserve it. I don't really like to say that people don't deserve things, but at the same time, you can't expect for somebody to leave behind $10,000 to you when you were never that supportive friend or family member in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody could ever count on you. You were extremely rude, you know, and disrespectful, had no manners. The type of person that was just very greedy, you know. And yes, people change. Maybe you may have been one way in your youth and you have come to be different. Maybe other people can see that and recognize that now. And so that's just all that the 10 of coins is. Like you have become a very self-actualized individual, a very mature individual that they can now look at and respect. But if not, you know what I'm saying, then you can't be upset at the fact that you would be overlooked and then the next person blessed. Also, when it comes to matters of siblings, I feel like, I don't know how wills typically go, but I mean, you can anticipate that the firstborn is going to get a little bit more than the second or third. And also, again, down to just the relationship that they had with the person who put them in the will in the first place. So I feel like that is coming through. So yeah, I would say, again, yeah, just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. If you come upon a great amount of money, keep it to yourself. Or you are able to acquire property. That's maybe something that they leave behind, right? Something else. There's something that's really, 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 really valuable here. If this is not your own value system. Like an honorable achievement, something like a promotion, or it's something great. Just take the time to actually realize what just happened for you. You know what I'm saying? Before you share it with the world. Because with that 7 of Wands crossing the Queen of Swords, crossing your energy, it's just very, I don't want to say conniving energy, but that's the word that's coming through. So that's for somebody. But it's aggressive. It's just aggressive and jealous hearted energy. All right, which you don't need. You don't need anybody to come and rain on your parade. But I feel like some of you guys, again, you're taking a break from something or someone, a potential marriage, and not necessarily that you're separated because of having marital issues. That can be the case for some of you guys. Because the Justice card isn't here, though, I don't want to say that's set in stone. So maybe you didn't go the legal route of being separated. But for that reason, some of you guys are really getting your money back up. The home is happier and healthier. Never stay in a partnership or a relationship just for the sake of kids. Because you want them to see, you want to be the best example that you can for them. All right? You don't want to show them the example of settling for something just because of its convenience, okay? or for the sake of saying that you want to have that family unit, but it's not healthy because the other person is willfully choosing not to participate, you know what I'm saying? Not to involve themselves and or put effort in or put their attention into and foster and nourish the relationship, right? Or the family is not there to provide at all. It's kind of like a waste of space. You don't want anybody to grow up in that. You don't want anybody to grow up in abuse either. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're going to think and take that on as that being natural, like a natural pattern to expect from people and or to exhibit. You know what I'm saying? Very like bully type energies. They become very like angry in adulthood, and it's just misguided, you know, just very misguided. You don't need that. So I feel like for some of you guys that have separated out of situations like that, there's peace, right? And that might be your blessing. That might be what comes upon you. You know what I'm saying? You have peace. You're still okay. You can still provide. Things are still getting done. All is well. But for some of you guys, this can just be because after the 7 of Wands comes the 8. So one of you, if you're still married to this person, then you're just taking a temporary break with this 7 of Wands in the relationship to get away from any like chaotic, erratic energy here, just like fussy energy, just negative energy altogether. You're taking a break and it's very nice and you're enjoying yourself and you're having a good time because for some of you guys are reconnecting, like family reunion with this 10 of Coins situation here. And so you're able to see people that maybe you haven't seen for a while. And again, just having a good time. You're enjoying yourself here with this small break. It's much needed, okay? It's a redirection of focus. And then you can come back renewed and refreshed and be able to deal with this moon energy, this Cancer. You're impenetrable. Nothing this person does or says can really affect you or bring you out of balance with yourself, right? Because we as soul individuals, we care about equilibrium, being in states of equilibrium. And so I feel like it just bounces back. It ricochets back, whatever this person may say or do. And you don't have to be dealing with a Cancer. Just anybody else that is very moody and highly emotional, highly sensitive, easily takes offense to things, but also is very like nurturing and mothering and intuitive and comforting, has very good attributes as well. So it's just you taking the good with the bad, but you're able to do it a lot better having had this little break, okay? But for some of you guys, again, you Aquarians that have been coming up against a lot of resistance, you're finally standing up for yourself and you're breaking a cycle here because there's another 10 that's at the bottom of the deck. So 2 10s. There's been a lot of repeating numbers for a lot of signs. 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, okay. So yeah, you might be seeing 10, 10 signs and synchronicities. So really do a little bit more digging and research on what that means. I have to leave you guys with a little bit of homework too. I can't do all the work for you guys, then you'll never learn. But yeah, definitely completing some cycles here. Breaking some generational curses here. You're a lot stronger than you think you are or that you give yourself credit for also here for whatever is to come out of this week and whatever you may be going through or struggling with. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be done underestimating yourself. being more realistic, but setting higher goals and expectations for who you are, and just how capable you are here with this coins energy. Creatively, that's coming in. Maybe you can use your intuition in conjunction with this Two of Coins energy that's here, with your creative prowess, or your ability to communicate and express yourself with the King of Coins, and you can do something really cool with that. As far as projects are concerned, what you may upload or write about in a blog or in a book. Maybe that's some of you guys, that's a project that you can involve yourself with, writing a book, okay? Because the moon can also speak to like fantasies and stuff like that. And I feel like there's so much more to you than a lot of people get to see here. And so you're going to be stepping out of your shell, much like crabs do here, right? You're going to be stepping out of your shell and showcasing and showing more of that part of who you are. Definitely here. You're breaking your vow of silence, or solitude, or the reserved nature here. Some of you Aquarians can be more shy and timid, and so that's why you don't necessarily tend to stick up for yourself. Not that you don't care, or that you never have anything to say, but you're just shy. You don't care to be confrontational, kind of like Libras, okay? But again, for some of you guys, you just may be, or have been for a long time, more of the shy type. And so it's time to get rid of that and to bless other people with the gifts that you have, right? And your storytelling abilities, the things that you are interested in, just dabbling more into those things. And again, maybe writing a book here, just really coming out of your shell, right? And being able to be more you. Because tomorrow's not promised, you know, with the Ten of Coins and the Ten of Swords. You know, some of you guys are getting mature and you're getting up in age and coming to the end of your life. And it's like, what do you want to leave behind? What legacy do you want to leave behind, right? You want people to kind of understand you or be able to see you in a different light, right? For all the things all the words left unspoken, again, breaking that vow of silence. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have a lot more to say, and a lot of people want to listen and hear what you have to say, because you are a very striking and a very interesting person. And so, yeah, you should do something with it when you feel this energy. If this has nothing to do with anybody else and it's nothing negative, and it's all about you and what you need to do for you before you leave this earthly plane, right? And maybe you're starting to understand that a lot more after being around these family and friends that you have the opportunity to be around here, okay? So that's great, right? I think so. If this video resonated, give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe for more, and book with me if you need a personal private reading. I am here for you if you need to take a deeper dive, and that is what I consider my extended readings. Excuse me. I'll pull more clarifying cards and we can talk more in depth about things that you need me to extrapolate more on. But if you don't book with me and I don't hear from you in the comment section, you know, I'm not offended. It's okay. I understand, especially I feel like you guys, again, are a little bit more shy. You guys definitely don't really comment on my videos at all. Aquarians, I think, is the one sign that never comments on the videos. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. But do take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again, at the very least, okay? Ciao.